Have you ever seen a woman wash her face with millions in diamonds? Or a man who chews $100 bills like cookies? But their money came from somewhere strange and unsettling. The man was an obscure painter who moved with his wife into an affordable house, hoping to find inspiration. The house seemed ordinary, but behind one wall hid a secret room. The moment they stepped inside, the light bulb above began to flicker wildly. They called an electrician to check the circuits. The man led him to the secret room, where tangled wires covered in dust crisscrossed everywhere. The electrician, with 70 years of experience, furrowed his brow. "I've never seen wiring like this." Shaking his head, he warned in a low voice before leaving, "You'd better be careful. This house isn't clean." The man's heart tightened. When he got home, he immediately researched the house's history. He discovered that a family had once been brutally murdered there. He glanced at his wife but said nothing, afraid of frightening her. That night, as the man drank whiskey in the house, he casually muttered, "If only I had another bottle." As soon as the words left his mouth, the lights flickered violently, and when they returned to normal, an extra bottle of whiskey had appeared on the floor. The next day, the man, bubbling with excitement, dragged his wife to test the house's magic. His wife rolled her eyes and joked, "Well then, I won $1 million." The lights flickered, and suddenly a stack of crisp bills appeared on the floor. They fell completely into revelry. Champagne, gourmet food, pure decadence. They dressed in elaborate formal wear, dancing around the living room with clothes studded in diamonds. They indulged in a life of extravagant excess. But the celebration didn't last long. Sobering up and looking at the mess around them, the woman suddenly felt a wave of emptiness. She realized money couldn't fill the void in her heart, so she wished for a child. When the man saw the child, he was terrified. The secret room could actually create life. The man didn't want to keep the child, and the couple had a huge fight. The woman finally understood that life shouldn't be treated as a game. They carried the child back to the secret room, hoping to make it disappear. The child seemed to sense something was wrong and began to cry loudly. The woman's eyes grew wet, but she couldn't bring herself to speak. The man clenched his jaw, took the child, and prepared to do it himself. But as the child struggled and cried in his arms, he stared at that tiny face, and his fingers slowly loosened. Silently, he handed the child back to his wife, then turned and walked away. The man drove out to clear his head. At a gas station, when he reached for his wallet, he discovered the bills had turned to ashes.